doing it because the fans just want to see him in the ring, regardless of who he fights against.
Tom, obviously.
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Golovkin's a fantastic fighter, a very good fighter, talented fighter. But he has to come up in weight. He's only small. He's only 5'9", and I think when he moves up in weight, that's when he'll be competitive and he get tested. So same, and we'll see.
You think he's enjoying that power advantage since you say he's at a smaller weight class, and you think it'll be more of an even power balance?
You just said it. Like once he moves up, well, wait. As soon as he moves up, that's when it'll be even fight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So a couple days ago, Tom Loeffler, he basically said that if Eddie Hearn, Kell Brook's promoter, who is also James DeGale's promoter, if Eddie Hearn would have offered them James DeGale, they would have took the James DeGale fight instead of the Kell Brook fight. This is what Tom Loeffler said, which is Golovkin's promoter, of course. Now, the first thing I want to say is, I want to make it very clear that if we weren't going to get Golovkin versus Lara, Golovkin versus one of the top super middleweights, we weren't going to get Golovkin unifying against BJ Saunders or Danny Jacobs, I had no problem. I actually had no problem with Golovkin fighting against Kell Brook. I thought it would most likely be at a catchweight because that's what Kell Brook wanted. He wanted it at 157. But once again, I felt that if Golovkin wasn't going to fight any of the bigger names like Lara, fighters at the super middleweight division, unify the titles, I would rather see Golovkin fight Kell Brook than Golovkin fight another Lemieux, Adama, Rubio, or Wade. Okay? Another good fight, another fight that I wanted to see was Golovkin versus Toriano Johnson. I don't know whatever happened to Toriano Johnson. I thought that that would have been a great matchup for Golovkin because we would have got to see him probably deal with some adversity in that fight, because Toriano Johnson is somewhat like a Maidana. He's just all over you like a cheap suit. He's durable. He has power. You know, he has a Cuban pedigree because he trained in Cuba for quite some time. So that would have been another good fight. But getting back to my original point. So if Tom Loeffler says that if Eddie Hearn would have offered them a James DeGale fight, they would have took that fight instead of taking the Kell Brook fight. Let's just say that was true. Even if that is the case, why doesn't Team Golovkin, why don't they make an arrangement deal with James DeGale right now, just like Kovalev and Andre Ward did, right? For example, Andre Ward, even though he's fighting Alexander Brand next, he's already made an arrangement and already signed a contract to fight Kovalev, assuming he gets past Alexander Brand. So why not at least do that when it comes to Golovkin? Sign a contract to fight James DeGale. You fight DeGale next, assuming you get past Kell Brook. Because right now, if Golovkin can't get Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders in the ring next, he's now fighting Kell Brook. He's not going to fight Erislandy Lara. There's no fight bigger than Golovkin versus James DeGale. Once again, James DeGale is the best fighter at 168 since Andre Ward moved up. He's a gold medalist, and that would be a hell of a test for Golovkin. And I'll tell you right now, I would probably lean towards Golovkin to beat James DeGale. But even though I'm slightly leaning towards Golovkin, I would still give Golovkin all the props in the world, and I would have no more doubts about Golovkin if he were to move up in weight and beat the best super middleweight champion in the division. Hell, even if Golovkin moved up and fought against the undefeated super middleweight champion Gilberto Ramirez. Even if he were to fight him and beat him, that would solidify Gennady Golovkin as top 5, one of the best fighters in the world. See, right now, and this is why I'm giving Roman Gonzalez more credit than I would give Golovkin, because you got to give Roman credit because he actually is moving up in weight. Regardless if Roman is growing out of the weight that he's in right now, you still have to give him credit for moving up in weight. Why? Because he's going to face bigger, stronger opponents. Not only is Roman moving up in weight, but he's moving up in weight to face an undefeated WBC champion. So right now, I would have to give Roman more props than I would give Gennady Golovkin, because we know Gennady Golovkin, he's doing the opposite. He's facing a much smaller opponent, and it's not even at a catch weight. So when Gennady Golovkin, when he does what Roman Gonzalez just did, then I will give him all the props in the world. So my thing is, one more time, I'll say it again. If Golovkin cannot unify the titles in his next fight after the Kell Brook fight, and Tom Loeffler is already admitting they were willing to fight James DeGale next, if Team Golovkin was willing to fight James DeGale in September, then they should have no problem fighting James DeGale after this Kell Brook fight. And you know, when I first heard about this news that Golovkin was facing Kell Brook, I'm not gonna lie, I still, even though I was shocked, I still thought this is an intriguing fight. But when I seen Kell Brook stand next to Gennady Golovkin, and they both put their fist in the camera, I was shocked to see how much smaller Kell Brook looked compared to Golovkin. I was hoping that Kell Brook would look damn near bigger than Golovkin, or the same size, but he looked a lot smaller than Golovkin when they faced off. So, you know, whatever that means, the bottom line is, hopefully we get to see Golovkin against either Danny Jacobs, I know Billy Joe Saunders, he ain't gonna take the fight, or one of the super middleweight champions after this Kell Brook fight. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!